Quinn Hudson also scored early on in the first period. He kept that puck low to the ground instead of chipping it up, and it slid into the net. And Aiden Celebrini made his third career goal with just seconds left on the clock, but that was overshadowed by the Terriers' overall defeat. The team had some bumps on the road ahead. They also had the opening goal in the final round, but Notre Dame quickly responded with 2 goals within 15 seconds of each other. By the time the third period came around, BU was down 3-1, and it looked like they would need a miracle to come back. But that miracle is exactly what they got. And LaChance, as you can see here, tries to follow the puck after shooting it through traffic, but he loses it, and the puck goes flying off of Quinn Hudson's skate and then a Notre Dame defender right off of LaChance's stick, where he does a behind-the-back pass and tips it into the goal. Brandon Savota put BU on the board in the second period off a breakaway. He flew down the ice and fired the puck over BC's nationally ranked goalkeeper, Jacob Fowler. Look at that. He didn't even see it coming. Absolutely.
Very proud of them.
Yeah, definitely. And with Shane LaChance, Devin Kaplan, Ryan Green, and Quinn Hudson now playing in the pros, they've signed off, leaving behind a very young team. Who do you think is going to be ready next year to step up into their roles? Thanks, guys. I'm here with Foster Malik. He's a graduate student on BU's track and field team and a 5-year Terrier. Thanks for joining us, Foster.
Thank you for having me.
You've been here since your freshman year, but looking back, you've been a part of the All-Patriot League indoor first team for your time in the mile. You've been a part of the outdoor first team for 3 years in a row. For your time in the 1500 meter, you set a school record, you placed 3rd in the nation, and besides all of that, how has this been fulfilling to be a part of this team? And up until the period's final seconds, you guys were able to hold BU to not scoring despite having 25 plus shots on goal. How have you guys been able to do that, and how will you employ that into the upcoming period?
Just sticking to our character. We know how we have to play, and we always done that. So we're just sticking with that, and it's working for us.
Perfect. Thank you. Back to you guys. Huge goal right there at the buzzer. What is this going to do for your team's confidence heading into the third period?
Yeah, I mean, it could have come at a better time right before the third period, build some momentum going into the third. So yeah, it came at a great time, and it was a good goal.
And Coach Crowley said that you guys, a big focal point in your guys' preparation for today's game was that you were focusing on BU's active defense. How has that given you guys success tonight?
Yeah, I mean, we've practiced hard the past few days, just watching their scouts, seeing what they do and trying to combat that. So yeah, we've done a good job so far, and hopefully we'll keep it going in the third.
But let's talk about Callie Shanahan making those clutch saves in the overtime periods. What do you have to say about her performance tonight?
Gave us a chance to win again tonight. Absolutely remarkable. The timely ones, the big ones, and all the above. She's been the backbone of this team, and she really kept us in it again today.
And you guys brought your shot count up from 7 to 14, and you guys made some good advances on that penalty kill, but didn't quite get it in yet. What do you think it's going to take to notch another one in to take the lead again?
I think definitely building momentum here, off of that power play. We kind of built ourselves some momentum playing in their zone. Definitely controlling the puck more, staying out of our D zone obviously helps. But yeah, just building some momentum here, trying to get some more shots on net.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Back to you guys.
Whatever it takes to find our rhythm, whatever it takes to find the rhythm before the start of the piece.
Boston University men's rowing is getting ready for the biggest race of the year, the Head of the Charles Regatta.
It's a great race. It's early in the season. The results don't dictate what the spring is going to be, but it's a race that we take seriously because it's right here in Boston. The team really loves to row in it. It's the biggest rowing regatta in the world. It's important for us to feel like we have a good performance.
The Terriers' excitement radiated from their boats as they rowed the course's 3 miles just 4 days before race day.
It feels exciting. This is going to be my 4th time doing it, and every year it feels a lot better.
The team practices 6 days a week by simulating races on the Charles River and training in the weight room. But despite 6 a.m. call times, sore muscles, and less than ideal weather, the Terriers find that the team's camaraderie makes it all worth it.
I think that it really just feels like a family. Just knowing that you get to do this with the same guys every single day. You build relationships with your class from the beginning, and then every year new guys come in. Just knowing that even after college, these guys are going to be your family forever. So it's just beautiful.
The seniors and graduate students use the days leading up to their final Head of the Charles to reflect on their experiences and the legacy they want to leave behind.
The guys that have gone through this team, before me and with me, have really influenced who I am. And I think one of the things I've realized is it's really about leaving the program off better than when you came in. If I can do that, and then the guys after me can do that, and it just keeps going, that's what's going to make this team successful.
The Head of the Charles Regatta begins on Friday and lasts throughout the weekend. Coach Bohr says that afterwards, the team will be honing in on their skills, working in the weight room and rowing in pairs in preparation for the International Championships in the spring. For Good Morning BU, I'm Alexa Podalsky.
focus on that lower core when you're at the pause, right? What did it take to pivot?
It's lucky season 13 for BU's lightweight rowing. They finished their last race on the Charles River with 3 trophies and 2 program firsts in their wake.
It's really rewarding coming right off the winter training season where the Charles is frozen solid. When you're deep in the winter training, it's hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel, but these races are really what makes it all worth it.
The team stood on the podium at the Intercollegiate Rowing Association for the last 5 years. This year, they're hoping to add another first to their collection.
The program had a really steep and strong rise and has really stabilized as one of the top programs in the country. I think continuing to be one of the top programs over the next 10 years will really solidify the legacy of the program, and we're looking forward to many more years beyond that.
The Terrier lightweight team is smaller than both the men's and women's open weight programs. This year, they're still trying to find their speed as the newest varsity program on campus.
We've definitely been working to make a name for ourselves, squeezing into the boathouse where it's been occupied for decades before us, but the teams have welcomed us with open arms.
Always fighting for recognition for this team because we're absolutely incredible. We don't necessarily get all of the hype because our season does continue after the academic year ends. We move in silence and we show up in our results.
And that fight for recognition comes from what the team does best, continuously working hard to race into uncharted waters.
We feel incredibly fortunate that there are people from over 50 years ago with Title IX that helped to make it so that we have the opportunities that we have. We don't take those for granted, but then we also set the expectation for our athletes that they are conducting themselves not as I'm just lucky to be here, but as I am going out to win a championship.
While things are winding down across the river, things are only picking up here at the DeWolf Boathouse, as the men's rowing and women's open and lightweight teams are preparing for the rest of the rowing season. Now, while the women's lightweight team is headed to Stanford this weekend, they have a lot more to look forward to. They have the Eastern Sprints and eventually the IRAs in late May. Reporting for GMBU, I'm Alexa Podalsky.